Kishore Kumar's death anniversary, right? Okay, take down 9th of January 1915. Mahatma Gandhi, he returned from South Africa at the age of 46, and that's why every year 9th of January we celebrate this day as Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Actually, it is every 2 years. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Every 2 years. Now look at this. There was a question asked in AFCAT exam. In which year Gandhi returned from South Africa? Answer is 1915. They have given options like 15, 16, 17, 19. Okay, students, they will write 17. That's wrong. Answer is 15. Next, UPSC question. Okay, NDA, CDS, other examination questions. They will ask you, Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is held on 9th of January. What is the theme of this year? Okay, they will ask you like this. What is the theme of this year? So every year they will have a theme. Okay, next, UPSC questions. Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is on 9th of January. Okay, where it is conducted? Okay, where was the first Pravasi Bharatiya Divas conducted? Where it is conducted? Something like that. So, this time you have heard today's news. It will be conducted in which place? Indore. Where is Indore? Madhya Pradesh. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Next, those are writing exams like CGL, SSC, income tax and all. Okay, what happens? They will ask question like this. 9th of January every year, every 2 years we celebrate Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. This year it was in Indore. Imagine they are going to conduct it. This year it is in Indore. Which edition it is? That is your SSC examination. Which edition it is? Okay, so AFCAT, GD or whatever it is, the questions will be on the edition. 17th edition of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas will be held on Indore on 9th of January. Understood? So this is how you have to prepare for your examination. Current affairs, history related topic and move ahead. Who gave the title Mahatma to Mahatma Gandhi? Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Correct? Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. He gave the title, and why he gave? Because he had 3 successful movements here in India. The first is Champaran Satyagraha, the next is Ahmedabad Satyagraha, and then Kheda Satyagraha. Okay, so after this 3 success, Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore famously, like, he gave a title called as he's a Mahatma. Understood? So this is one important news from today. And there was a news bulletin regarding ISRO. What is ISRO? Indian Space Research Organization. Okay, write down ISRO heading. Where is the headquarters of ISRO? Bangalore. Okay, next. ISRO, you know the full form? Indian Space Research Organization. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai is called as father of Indian space, right? He was the pioneer in building this ISRO. Okay. Which is the first Indian satellite? Aryabhatta. India's first satellite. GD guys, they'll ask you a question like this. First Indian satellite, first mission. Okay, something like that. Aryabhatta. Over. Then you have heard some words like SLV, PSLV, GSLV. Okay, so what is that difference? That we'll discuss it now. Okay, look at this now. Imagine if I'm drawing this as India. Okay, the first ISRO launching station was in Kerala in a place called as Tumba. In a place called as Tumba. The first ISRO launch pad was in Tumba. Understood? Then we shifted it to a place called as Sriharikota. Sriharikota. Okay, in Andhra. From here Chennai to Gumdipundi to next you have Nellore. Okay, there we have an island. Sriharikota is an island. There they do it. Okay, and today we have almost 3 launching stations. The next one be in Tuticorin. ISRO has already started the work in Tuticorin. There will be the next space station. Okay, or the launching pad. So these are some things you have to keep in mind. Next, What is meant by SLV? What is PSLV? And what is GSLV? Satellite launching vehicle, polar satellite launching vehicle, and geosynchronized launching vehicle. What is the meaning of geosynchronized? What is the meaning of geosynchronized? Look at this. If this is your globe, that is Earth, okay, and if there is a satellite in space, imagine if this is a satellite in space, and here this is India, okay, the Earth is rotating, correct? From morning to 24 hours it is rotating. So when the Earth is rotating, this satellite will also rotate with it, geosynchronized. Okay, so wherever the Earth position is, so there in space also it will rotate. Next question. From this Earth, from the land, suppose if this is your surface of Earth, from here 36,000 kilometer, how much? Whatever you are going to keep it here in 36,000 kilometer will be in space. It will neither go in space, neither come in Earth atmosphere. It will be stable there. That's why all the missions will be here in in the 36,000 kilometer. This is called as satellite orbit. Okay, this is called a satellite's orbit. Fine. Now my question is, see, we have Himalayas. Okay, imagine this is ground and this is clouds. Okay, and we have Himalayas here. Okay, we have Himalayas here. I want to launch a satellite in space. Launching from ground, launching from the mountain. Which will go faster in space? Mountain top? Mountain top? No, I am just asking the distance. The distance is reduced. Yeah, few kilometers are reduced. So why we are not having any launching stations in mountains like Himalayas or Aravallis? Aravalli is called as the oldest mountain in India. It's not giving anything to us, neither rain in Rajasthan or Gujarat, and it's just standing. So why can't I make use of that Aravalli?
Sir, we need sea place, sir, because if it fails and it blasts, then it will get out in water. That's why we need.
Okay, if it fails, it falls on land and there is problem, loss of life down. That is one reason. Any other reason? You are thinking in terms of life, that is geography. I want you to think in terms of physics. Gravitation, what happens to gravitation? Straight? Yes? Mohit? Gravitation is more. Where? Where it will be more? Okay, gravitation is correct. I am asking that only. So,
We can't take and go everything.
but suppose if I did mountain, I cannot take battle tanks. Okay, main battle tanks I cannot take in mountains. But Indian Army took it. Indian Army in 1947 they took it in high mountain elevations. Yeah, tell me next.
And we need flat places, sir.
I suppose if this is peak, I cut down this and I made it flat. Then possible. Destroying the environment. So okay. Next, anything else? Okay, you saw one animal right now. No, I told you page number 14. There is one animal. What is that animal? Snow leopard. Government is trying to make that snow leopard as a national animal. Okay, and it is nothing new. Before 1971, lion was our national animal. In 1971, there was an act passed called as Wildlife Protection Act, and the government realized we had 2 lakh tigers, and in 1971 we had only 200 tigers, 200 to 2000, only that much tiger we had. So the government realized I have to pass a bill, wildlife protection bill, and protect the tiger. So in 1973 we started Project Tiger, and that is how the national animal became Royal Bengal tiger. Now in recently 5-6 years back, government decided, okay, tiger is safe. That's why, see, if some tiger dies somewhere, there will be a news. Today also Bannarghatta National Park, there is a news regarding a tiger dead. So it's a serious issue. Okay, tiger, elephant, peacock, the national animals, national flowers, national trees, if something happens, it will be news because they are protected under law and order issue. Okay, now here recently the government realized from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Himalayan region, Himalayan mountain, you can see one animal, that is snow leopard. Okay, snow leopard, it lives in high mountain areas, so we have to protect it. So why can't I change it as a national animal? There was a talk going on, but let us see what happens. Fine. Okay, so look at this now. Let us try to understand. This is your globe, this is equator. Okay, Earth is in geoid shape, that means it is like this. Okay, it is like this. It is flat at the poles and bulging towards the equator. It is bulging towards the equator. If I want to draw it more clearly, look at this. Earth is like this, imagine. Okay, this is North Pole and this is South Pole. This is the center of the Earth. Okay, this is the center of the Earth. From the center of the Earth towards the pole, this is one distance. From the center of the Earth towards the equator, this is one distance. Okay, towards the equator, this is one distance. Where the distance is more? Where the distance is more? Towards pole or towards equator? Towards equator. Where the distance is less? Towards the pole, towards the North Pole and the South Pole. Okay, remember one thing, gravitation plays a very important role with the help of the distance. If the distance is less, gravitation is more. Remember one thing, distance is less, gravitation is more. Distance is more, gravitation is less. Okay, distance is more, gravitation is less. So what happens, I want to go out of this earth gravitation, then only I can be in space. So you tell me, is it easier for me from going toward from the pole or from the equator? From the equator. Why from the equator? Because the gravitation force is less. Okay, so that's the reason. If you see the countries lying in equatorial regions, it is easy for them to launch the rockets or the space satellites. Okay, now look at this. India is 8 degree. If you take the latitude, it is 8 degree. This is 0 degree, this is 8 degree. Okay, India is 8 degree. This is Kanyakumari, Andaman and Nicobar. 8 degree touches here. So India is very close to the equator. So now what happens, for the first time when Vikram Sarabhai, okay, then Professor Satish Dhawan, when all these people, they started looking for the sites for the ISRO launching station, they saw Kerala. Okay, because Kerala is still down here and from here we can easily launch the rockets. And in Kerala there is a place called as Tumba. And in Tumba, they decided that in this place if we have the launching station, it will be good. But the problem was, in that place they had a church. Okay, it is a religious spot, there is a church. Now the government requested, Vikram Sarabhai, Professor Satish Dhawan, they all went to the father and they requested that for the sake of India, can you give us this church for research work, or we'll convert this into laboratory. You know what happened with that father, what he told? He told, I am very happy to give this for the sake of nation. That was a situation once, 70 years back, that was a situation. So this church was converted into laboratory, ISRO laboratory, and Vikram Sarabhai is from Gujarat, and his daughter and daughter-in-law, they are all famous dancers, classical dancers. They are no more now. And from here we launched the first rockets. This guy, our Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, okay, all these people, they came here, they witnessed this SLV. That time Abdul Kalam was just a member, okay, he was just starting his career in this, okay, ISRO and all. So now what happened, when this rocket was launched, there was a professor called as Professor Rodam. You might not heard about him, Professor Rodam. He was a student of Professor Satish Dhawan in IISc Bangalore. Now this launch station in Sriharikota, the name of this launch station in Sriharikota is Professor Satish Dhawan Space Station. What is this here? Professor Satish Dhawan Space Station. Okay, so now what happened? Professor Satish Dhawan, he was a scientist here in IISc Bangalore. Okay, and under him there was a student called as Professor Rodam. And this professor, this guy, he wanted to do PhD, he did PhD, and for postdoctoral he went to Europe. And now he came back in India. At that time, all these scientists, they told, see, India is going to launch a rocket. We all will witness in Kerala. Can you come? Prime Minister is coming. Everyone is coming. So everyone went and sat there. And everyone watched it. It was a successful launch. SLV. Okay, you know what? The first SLV machines, you told that it is very difficult to take on the mountaintop. Here on ground, what we did, we used Hero Atlas cycle. On carrier, we carried it. Okay, so that is how we launched it, SLV. Okay, and it was success, but this Rodam had different calculation. Yesterday you were telling me, sir, what is the use of differentiation and integration? Okay, so he calculated all the mathematics and he gave a report directly to the Prime Minister of India stating that this place is dangerous for launch. Why it is dangerous for launch? According to the trajectory of a missile or this machine, it may fall on the ground and something like this he gave. Now Prime Minister considered this and he requested Vikram Sarabhai and Satish Dhawan to look for another site. That time they came up with this Andhra. And here, why they took this? Because this is Bay of Bengal and it is little bit closer to the equator. It is from here to here, it is little far, but this is a good spot. So we took this as a ISRO launching station. Okay, so that is how the thing started here, and we went on with the ISRO launching missions here. So now if you see, India is one of the great, or you can say one of the country which is head to head or shoulder to shoulder with the rest of the countries. America, France, Russia, okay, China and India. These are the 5 countries who are having good control over the space. Okay, we are having good control over the space. The other day, I have told you something about Navik. What is Navik? GPS system. Have you heard it? GPS, GLONASS. Okay, I told you all these things. So what is Navik? Navik is the Indian GPS system. Okay, IRNSS. Revision is the key. Unless and until you don't revise, it will not be in your mind. Indian Regional Navigation System. Okay, so that is named as Navik. Do you all understand now? So this is the story of the ISRO. The first satellite was named as Aryabhatta, and this satellite was manufactured here in Bangalore. Just next to Jalali Cross, there is one area, ISRO station. It was manufactured there. Okay, this is Aryabhatta first satellite. Next, achievements of ISRO. Okay, ISRO has now PSLV. It has a carrying load of, imagine, 1500 kg. GSLV, we have now MK2. This can carry near about 2000 kg of load in space. Okay, 2000 kg of load in space. Next, you have something called as Antrix. Now, what is this? This is the commercial wing of ISRO. Till now, what you know is enough for your defense examination, is enough for your presentation in GD or lecturate. But now what I am going to tell you, this is something regarding CAPF essay or civil service essay or general studies. Look at this. In ISRO, there is a organization, a small group called as Antrix. They are responsible for the commercial wing. That means they will bring a lot of project to ISRO. Now there is a country called as Mongolia. Mongolia want to launch a satellite, but they don't have that facilities. So what Mongolia is doing, which is the best country in the in world to launch a satellite? So they look towards India. So they bring business, launching this one ISRO this thing machines or the space rockets. It is all a business. Okay, so this is trusted. So every time when a rocket is going, when PSLV, GSLV is going in space, we celebrate. Why? Because there is no error here. Errorless mission. Mars is a mission. Moon, only 3 countries. Okay, USA, Russia, China and India. Only these 3 countries have reached the moon. Okay, now look at this. Russia wanted to show that we are technologically ahead. They were the first one to be in space. Yuri Gagarin is the first one to be in space. America got angry. Americans are telling, we will land in moon. You just went in space. I will land in moon. So America spent 2 guys, that is Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. They went and landed on the moon. Is it true or false? It is still in debate, but still they landed on the moon. Now India is telling, okay, I will also go and check in moon, whether moon is a part of Earth and something like that. So India mission, Chandrayaan 1 in 2008, Chandrayaan 1, India did it, successfully we did it. Okay, next, China is telling, you 3 guys listen here. Okay, this is moon, you are straight going here. What China is telling, dear USA, Russia and India, you guys are straight going here and coming back. But China will go piche. Okay, China will go back and come back. That will be our achievement. And we'll go there. We'll take the rock sample and we'll come back. They did it. Chinese did it. Okay, that is one achievement of China. Now, there is a space agency called as NASA. Correct? From USA. Now, this NASA is telling that, okay, dear India, China and Russia, I am going to Pluto, I am going to Mars, I am going to Jupiter. So we have some planets. Yes, 8 planets we have, right? The last planet is Pluto. How many? We have the last planet here, Pluto. So from the 3rd planet Earth, the NASA has launched a satellite. Look at this story now. The NASA has launched a satellite way back in 2004. Okay, 2004, even Manmohan Singh government, they just started their governance here in India. 2004, the satellite started traveling. Okay, and after 10 years in 2014, it reached Pluto. After 10 years, it reached Pluto, NASA's mission. Okay, this is called as New Horizon. What is this? New Horizon. And this was a question asked in UPSC examination. different missions in different planets and different satellites. New Horizon. This New Horizon goes there, and in Pluto it captures all the images and sent back to NASA, and we celebrate. Okay, so this is one achievement. Now in physics the question will be, this was a current affairs. Suppose if the examiner want to ask a questions regarding physics, okay, tell me which waves were used here. X rays, gamma rays, alpha rays, infrared rays or radio waves. Which rays were used here? Which waves? Radio waves, because radio waves can travel long distance. So this satellite will have atomic clock, everything they have. And when I was explaining about the Navik system, I told you 7 constellations, 7 satellites from India, it went in space, and in that 4 failed. 4 failed. The doubt here it is, when a NASA rocket can go here for 10 years, nothing failed. How come within 3 years this all 4 satellites failed? Okay, that's why Atmanirbhar Bharat, we have to depend on ourselves. This is one thing. Now NASA, they went, okay, this was going on. By the time Manmohan Singh government fell here, New Horizon reached Pluto. Okay, now what happens? NASA told, let this go. Okay, Pluto ko, New Horizon, let this go and reach Pluto. I am going to start one more thing. What is that? I am going to reach Mars, red planet. I want to see. Americans have fear of one thing, that is aliens. They still believe that there is alien. And Indian, they believe in Gabbar Singh. Okay, bachcha so ja nahi to Gabbar Singh aa jayega, right? Okay, so like this, Americans, what they do, bachcha so ja nahi to alien aa jayega, theek hai na? So what is happening now? These Americans, they want to see whether there is life form in other galaxy or other universe or in Mars. They see sometimes that there are some footprint on Mars. So they want to check whether water is existing there or whether we can survive there. Okay, so Elon Musk is having so much money. So one night he gets a dream and he says that $400 trillion only Twitter deal. He wants to buy Twitter. And the first thing what he want to do is that he want to start a button called as edit button. You can edit your tweet. Okay, so now these Americans, they have a dream. They want to go to Mars. Okay, they wanted to go to Mars. They tried n number of times, 2-3 times they tried, then they reached Mars. But Indian, what they did, they started in 2010. Okay, in 2010 we started a mission called as Mangalyaan, and this, see how this thing worked. Imagine if this is Earth and if this is Mars. The rocket from ISRO, it went like this. Okay, first round, second round, third round, then it changed its path, then it went like this, then first round, then second round, then third round, then it reached inside the Mars. In order to do this, it took 4 years. Mars mission, how many years? 4 years. And after 4 years, it reached there in Mars and our mission was successful. To do all this task, it took India 420 crore. How many crore? India, ISRO took 420 crore. And in Hollywood, there is a movie called as Gravity. I don't know how many of you watched it. We have already shown to our old students. Okay, I will show it one by one. We have seen that day Black Hawk Down, right? Like that, this is one of the part of curriculum here. Okay, that is Gravity. Hollywood movie Gravity, 1.5 hours. No dialogue. Okay, no action, something like that, but it's very interesting. Gravity movie, 1.5 hours movie, Hollywood movie. To direct this movie, it took 420 crores, 400 crores. So what Prime Minister Modi, he was telling, to make a movie in Hollywood, it took 400 crores. But for us, to go to Mars, it took 400 crores. Look at the achievement of ISRO. Okay, so this is what is going on. And recently, NASA was celebrating that there was a comet coming inside the space and all. So they have exactly targeted, hit the comet, and they have successfully done some missions. So this is what is going on in space. Okay, this is what is going on in space, ISRO and all. Do you all understand here? Fine. Chalo. You'll have to keep an eye on it. So any other information you have? And one more thing, actually, I was working here in Chennai near where is that? Gumadipundi and Sulurpet. Anyone from Andhra crossing this border? You are from which place? Chittoor. You are? Anantapur is here, this side, no? I am asking about the coastal areas. Yeah. You are from which place? Kadapa. Kadapa is also fine. Have you gone to this Nellore and all this place?
Nellore.
At least have you gone to Tirupati?
Yes, sir.
Have you gone to Tirupati? From which route have you gone? From Chennai route. So from Chennai you will go to a place called as Tada. Okay. Tada, have you seen Tada? Okay, and in Tada there is a city called a Sri city. How many of you know it? Don't know it? Okay. Actually in Sri city I worked for 6 months under Japanese. Okay, so Japanese 80-year-old guy, he was a manager. It was a different thing. So see, this is China, sorry, this is Chennai. Yeah. Look here, look here. Look here. Japan, Chennai, everything is confusing. Okay, look here. This is Chennai, and just next to Chennai, just when you enter Andhra, okay, there is a place, that local trains will go, right? So one local train, it goes till Gumadipundi, okay, like this. Okay, this is a place called as Gumadipundi, then Sulurpet, okay, that Jolarpet, that Pet will come, okay. So here there is a place called as Tada. So from Tada, the bus will go towards left and Kalahasti, Sri Kalahasti place will come. Right, Kalahasti, and from Kalahasti the bus will go to Tirupati. Okay, Tirumala Devasthanam, TTD. That is, there are another 2 things inside it. So here in Tada, just get down in Tada. You ask anyone where is Sri city. You won't believe. Sri city is a big land here. Just one gate, and there is a straight road. Here there is one. There are some industries here. Korean industry, Japanese industry, American industry, Russian industry, like that. Have you heard JCB? Yes. Machine. Have you ever seen how it is manufactured? You haven't seen, right? I was there. Okay, I was there. The manufacturing of JCB and all. Like this wall is nothing. If you want to see the roof of that industry, it looks like sky. Okay, it looks like sky. Big machines. It was there like it was like this. So this is Sri city. Okay, and from Sri city, people go to these places, Tirupati. If you go straight, there is a place called as Sulurpet. Okay, and after Sulurpet, there is a place called as Sriharikota. Okay, once I remember there was a rocket launch, and there was a news that there is a rocket launch from ISRO, and all these Tada people will come and assemble in the railway bridge. They will come and assemble in railway bridge and they'll watch this mission. So I also went there. But before going there, one of my neighbor, he was a Andhra guy, he told, sir, come here, I'll tell you one secret. I'll take you to one temple. From Tada we went to Sulurpet, and there is one temple whose goddess is down there. Okay, it is down and you have to pray, and the full road was red in color. It was full soaked in blood. I asked what was then some big festival or what. So what they said, that before every launch of ISRO, there will be some function like this. The chairman of ISRO will come and do prayers in this temple. There is a belief that if you don't pray or if the offerings are not done, your mission fails. Okay, it is a belief. Okay, so this is what I saw. It is not in books or internet or YouTube or anywhere. This is what I saw. So I went and saw, and then the next day when the mission was there, it was from Tada to Sriharikota, it is 30 kilometers. It is almost 30 kilometers. But when the rocket was launched, my shirt here, it was vibrating. From 30 kilometers, it was vibrating. That air vibration was so much. And to cross this 36,000 kilometers, to be in space, it took only 15 minutes. It took only 15 minutes. This is what it is. So this is what, traveling, okay, taking an industrial experience, it gives a different feeling. Fine. One more thing. This happened here with my grandma. I was just, after looking at all these things, visuals and all, that will be in your heart. You will never forget it. So one day I was just in Madurai, and I heard a news that the rocket went up and it blasted. Okay, it was into pieces. ISRO rocket went up and it blasted. So evening 7 o'clock, I'm running. My grandma is watching TV. I told, give me remote. I immediately switched on to the news channel. And she was worried. What happened? What happened? I told, ISRO rocket blasted. ISRO rocket blasted. I want to see that. And grandma is telling, oh my God, ISRO rocket. Oh my God, ISRO rocket blasted. She also started telling this. I was looking. She also knows it. Okay, then when I started watching news, she was also continuously watching. After the news got over, she is asking me, Arun, you told ISRO rocket, right? Which country it is? Okay. ISRO rocket, which country? So, this is what it is. Now, ISRO, it is going to be a very important organization compared to DRDO. DRDO is one thing, ISRO is one thing, and BARC, Baba Atomic Research Center. Okay, these are some things very, very important. Do you all understand? Now here, ISRO. How to become a scientist in ISRO? Some days ago, there was an exam. There were some exams like ISRO directly GATE examinations are there. You have to write GATE and then get enter into it. And ISRO also started one engineering course that is called as cryogenics, but they stopped. I don't know how the things are working now. So this is what it is. Those who want to go in ISRO, in lifetime they will get only 2 chances. Engineers, only 2 attempts are allowed. You have to pass that 2 attempts on at least like maximum 2 attempts and get into the scientist thing here. Okay, so this is what you have to keep in mind. Engineers, only engineers are allowed because it is fully technical. Next, BARC also it is the same. You have to write GATE examination, graduate aptitude test for engineers. You have to write all this examination. Then if you go here in ISRO, you can get chance to go in NASA, European space agencies, okay, something like that. Okay, Abdul Kalam and all, they did like this. They were in ISRO, they got chance to work in NASA and all. That is how they got the informations. Okay, fine. So any doubts you have, anything you have heard somewhere, something? No? Chalo. Fine. Okay. Then what are the other articles you have? One more important thing I wanted to discuss, that is regarding the hijab ban, correct? Yes, yes. Tell me, which state in India banned hijab in school? Karnataka. Okay. So today what is the judgment regarding hijab? Yeah? They are going to ask to Chief Justice, but how many judge panel they discuss this? Two. But what is the judgment now? There is a split judgment, right? Split judgment. Okay, so what is that? What exactly is going on here?
One judge says that it's prohibited to wear hijab and the other is actually supporting the argument.
Okay. See, now these issues are little confusing. Okay, there are some things in Indian Constitution where Supreme Court cannot give the right judgment. Even if they give, there is something people are unhappy or something like that. That's why if you see the Statue of Liberty or the Statue of Law, she will be having that balance, and it will be up and down. What does it indicate? That sometimes the judgment will go up and down. It indicates that the black cloth in her eye, it indicates that the law is impartial. Okay, it is not going to differentiate anyone. That is the meaning. Fine. Look at this. In Indian fundamental rights, you have article number 21. This is called as right to privacy. Right to privacy. Next, you have religious rights also. Religious rights means religions like Hindu, Muslims, Christian, Buddhist, Sikh, Jain, these all religions, they can promote their religion, propagate their religion. If these people are building a temple, there is no tax. All these things are fundamental rights for religion. Now tell me, should I allow women in temple or should not allowed? Women should be allowed in temple or should not be allowed? Yeah? Tell loudly. But in Sabarimala, women are not allowed. What should I do? Is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? Now you say that women are not allowed, it's wrong. Imagine a guy from north. Okay, there is a guy from north. Kya sir? Sabarimala mandir mein women allowed nahi? Ye kaise ho sakta hai? It's wrong. Okay, but in north there is one more temple called as Shani Shingnapur. Yeah, there women are not allowed. In Maharashtra, have you heard a place? There is a village in India. Have you heard Shirdi? Yes, have you heard Shirdi? How many of you gone there to Shirdi? Okay, from Shirdi, that's it, you visited only Shirdi? Shani Shingnapur, you have gone there? You went to the stone, you touched it, or you were just far away? You were not allowed, right? Live example. Now I'll tell you why not allowed, what exactly happened. Okay, I had been there many times. I have been there. That's why I tell you the story exactly what happened there from the village. Google, YouTube will say something else, but I am telling the real facts what happens there. Yes, last 2 girls, you visited Shirdi. What else you visited? You went to that Shani Shingnapur? Shirdi is in north, but the devotees will be from Andhra and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so what does it mean? If something is near to you, you will not value it. Okay, people will go to Amarnath and Kedarnath. They will die there, but they will not go to Rameshwaram. Yeah. Now the North Indian guys, they feel Amarnath, Kedarnath, Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. Okay, they will see like this. Okay, but they will come down here to see Madurai Meenakshi. Okay, they will come in Madurai Meenakshi, bam bam bhole, Shiv. They will keep shouting. Namma inge vande what South Indians they do, வீட்ல பிரச்சனை கோயில்ல போய் சாந்தமா உட்காரலாம். Okay, they go and sit in temple for peace. Suddenly bam bam bole டேய் எவன்டா இவன் அப்படின்னு, you know. So this is what human psychology is. किट्टे இருக்கிற वैल्यू वैल्यू தெரியாது. जब तक पास में है उसका वैल्यू हम नहीं जानते. जब हाथ से छूट जाएगा ना, सब चला जाएगा ना, तब अरे अच्छा होता, you know, it would have been good. Fine, look at this now. There is a village in Maharashtra near Ahmednagar district called as Shirdi, you know, and there is a dispute where Sai Baba was born. You go and check in Andhra, boys, the first boy in the family will be named as Naga, behind the snake god. Okay, Naga Arjuna, okay, Naga Sai, okay, and Andhra people are devotees of Sai Baba. So they will keep girl's name or boy's name as Sai. It starts with S. It starts with S, Sai like that. Okay, Tamil Nadu people, boys, they will keep name as K, Kumar, Karthik, Karthikeyan, because this is Murugan. Okay, Karthikeyan, Murugan. And except Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Murugan and Karthikeya, we don't know much about in the northern side. Okay, so this is what happens. Fine. So near Shirdi, there is a place. Next time when you go, make it a point that you go to this place also. It is just taking 30 minutes, 30 to 1 hour. There is a jeep, you can go in that jeep, 50 rupees they will take. And this place is called as Shani Singnapur. And in this Shani Singnapur village, the villagers, they don't have window, doors, everything will be always open. Everything will be always open. Now, there is not even a single incident of theft or robbery. Okay, and it is true. If you want, you just rob something and try. Okay, what will happen? That consequence I will explain you now. Actually, once it was raining and here there was a drain. Okay, the water was flowing inside drain. Suddenly the villagers they saw, Suddenly the villagers they saw that there is a big rock. There is a big rock which is trying to block the waterway. So the village people, they came, they took a rod and they started hitting the rock. Okay, and suddenly there was a hole in that rock and it started bleeding. This is a story. How far it is true, I don't know, but I have heard from that village, and it started bleeding. People were shocked. They asked, what is this? They started putting haldi and all. Okay, now the stone spoke. It told that you have created a big crime. You hit me and I punish you. Okay, so the villagers, they pleaded, don't do this. So he told that, the god told that, okay, promise me that you will build a temple. Okay, you will build a very big temple, but the punishment is I will not be inside temple, I will be outside the temple. Okay, that's why if you go to Shani Singnapur, this will be a temple, and outside the temple there will be a rock like this, and here there will be a black stone, and here there will be a small hole. Okay, this is what it is. And now the villagers told, okay, I agree, but in return what will I get? Now in return the god told, your village will be protected. No one will steal anything from this home or anything. Okay, so this was granted. Now slowly the villagers, they are not having door, windows, anything. You take your gold watch, anything, mobile phone, you keep it in the shop, you walk, you come back, it will be there as it is. Okay, really it is true. Now what happens? One such person, he tried to check whether it is true or false. He took some valuable things, money and all. He started running from the village. The moment he went outside this border of that village, he died. Okay, so mysterious circumstances, this is true, and it has happened many times. Now in this place, women are not allowed. In this place, women are not allowed past 400 years. Imagine, past 400 years, women were not allowed. This is a mythological story which I told you. Now come back to the present century. At this time, what happened? Just 4 to 5 years back, Trupti Desai. Okay, Trupti Desai, she was an activist. She is an activist from Maharashtra. What she did, she had a boycott. Actually, she had a boycott and she looks like a boy. So she dressed like a boy. She goes, okay, and she touches the God and all. She does prayer and silently she comes out. And the next day she is putting in Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. You told ki women should not go there. See, I did this. Check the video. Nothing happened to me. When she did this, people were angry. Okay, people were angry. Now police case and all these things are coming. Now she is telling, according to Indian Constitution, I have the right to pray. Because article number 15 says that no discrimination on the gender, sex, religion, caste, etc. She goes to Supreme Court. She says that, dear Supreme Court, I am a female, that's why I am not entered in temple. They are discriminating in the name of gender. Prohibition in the name of gender. So now Supreme Court told, yes, it's true. Women should be allowed here. and then women were allowed after 400 years of the battle, legal battles. The first bolt in the supreme, the fundamental rights for the women's, it started. Second, what happened, here in Kerala, there is a temple called as Sabrimala. Okay, now Sabrimala Devasthanam, they are Hindu. So what they are telling, women are not allowed. But which group women between the age of 15 to 50? Girls are allowed, kids are allowed, and old ladies are allowed. So this is the belief. So what the case went from Kerala, one lady was there, she put a case in the Supreme Court that girls are not allowed in temple, this is discrimination, like Trupti Desai. And she also supported, she came down. Okay, and you won't believe this Idukki district and all, it was like a war zone. Okay, only because of these two women, there was a chaos. And now Supreme Court took this. Supreme Court is telling, how come this Sabrimala temple is not allowing women? This is discrimination according to article number 15, fundamental right. In polity classes, in our polity classes, ma'am has taught you what is part, schedule, preamble, what is article 15, 14. But now here you have to take the case studies. Okay. Now what happened? Supreme Court told women should be allowed. But what Sabrimala temple is telling, according to religious rights, I am a Hindu temple. I have the right to make my own laws and regulations. I have the right to manage my taxes. Do you all understand? So how come you interfere in my religion? Why are you interfering in my thing? So now, in Sabrimala case, there were 5 judges. Today you have seen 2 judges in hijab case, correct? So in Sabrimala case, we had how many judges? 5 judges. So only one judge, her name is Indu. Okay, she told, we are confused. The Supreme Court is confused between the religious rights and the fundamental rights. The lady here, she is demanding fundamental rights. It is her justice. But the temple here, it is telling it is their religious rights. So what right should I give? This Hindu, she told, I am not going to vote for this. But other 4 were men, and these judges, they told women should be allowed in the temple. Okay, so now this is how Sabrimala temple, they got the right, women got the right to enter the temple. Okay, this is what has happened. Today what is happening here in Karnataka, girls, Muslim girls, they wear hijab in class. Okay, so you know the politics and all exactly what happened, but now the topic is whether these girls should wear hijab in class. Okay, now the Muslims are telling it is my religion. In my religion, women should cover her face with burqa, right? So this is what my religion it is, and I have the right to religion. But what the school authorities, they are telling, you are, it feels like discrimination. All are, in one dress code, but she alone is in different dress code. So it is like discrimination. We all are one. We have school uniform. We are school uniform. So now the Karnataka schools, they say that you wear hijab outside the school compound. The moment you are entering inside, remove the hijab. Because inside school all are equal. Now the case went to the court. The Supreme Court is telling 2 issues. One judge is telling, yes, it is wrong. Women should remove the hijab. The second judge is telling, if the students outside the gate, if they are asking them to remove the hijab, that is violating Article 21, right to privacy. Do you all understand now? The other judge is telling, right to privacy. They have the right to wear their own dress. Okay, this is an important GD question or SSB. Should girls wear miniskirts in college? Okay, should there be a western dress or western dress in school or college? This is a topic. And what the men will do, boys will do, ye kaisa ho sakta hai? Nahi. No, jeans pant not allowed, miniskirt not allowed, चिल्लाएंगे. देखो, तुमको जो खाना है खाओ, तुमको जो पहनना है पहनो, जैसा रहना है रहो. ओके, लेकिन तुम्हारे हरकतों के वजह से दूसरों को प्रॉब्लम नहीं आना चाहिए, बस उतना ही. Understood? So you have to change your mindset little bit. Those who are from village, for the first time you saw a girl here smoking, okay, gone, you are blown off. Okay, you are thinking, यार मैं तो बीड़ी नहीं पीता, ये तो black मार रही है, समझ में आया? So you have का जो homely atmosphere है ना, you have to come out and you have to open up. Suppose if I ask you a question, should girls wear jeans and t-shirt in college? Say yes. Okay. Should girls wear this? Girls wear sari. Who are you to declare or say that they should wear this, they should wear that? Actually, they have, in constitution, they have right to privacy. They can do what they wish. You can also do what you wish. Okay, you feel that you are traditional, wearing lungis and dhotis. Okay, wearing lungis and dhotis. Kya hai lungis or dhoti? Okay, kudcha avla na lungi elna kalendro. Right? Okay, so that is also something different. So understood now. One judge is telling that this is against right to privacy. Other judge is telling that this is against right to, this fundamental rights. So this is what is going on. A classic case studies, and this kind of case studies keeps coming here. Okay, every 3-4 months it keeps coming here. Now the judges are telling, I am going to refer it to Chief Justice of India. And the next Chief Justice of India is Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. And he will be having 2 years of term. He is very lucky and he is very talented, because past few years when we see his argument with the any issue. Okay, so I hope that next another 2 years when you read newspapers, whatever cases are going to be solved, it will be solved in a very beautiful manner. So just wait after November 8, we'll have to wait and see how the judgments by the Supreme Courts are going to come. You understood? So whatever is going to be happening here by the Supreme Court, one question is asked in your exams. Okay, so this is what you have to keep in mind. Next article you have read about the national games, correct? There are all the long list of the names, Sajan, then you have Lovlina, then you have Hima Das, right? All these people you have it, right? Fine. Just go through it, check the images. In the last page they have given the image of Sajan taking the medal. Done? National games. And in editorial they are telling that how the government did well without pumping lot of money. Okay, in the name of games they they start building stadiums, they waste money. And keep an eye on the football, under 17 football, national world football, FIFA World Cup. Okay, India was defeated, women's team was defeated by USA 8-0, but now we want to do something against Morocco. Okay, fine? Chalo. And cricket also there is a good news. Fine. Chalo. So have you done with the reading of your book? Yeah, come Madhu, what you read, you just explain. Come, just 2-3 minutes, that's it. Come. Explain which book you read.